Go ahead whenever you're ready.
Okay. Hey everyone, I would like to introduce you to the executive chef, Daniel Waller, who is working right now in King of Prussia at the new spot that has just opened up, King of Prussia Tavern. Chef Daniel, welcome to the show.
Hello, guys.
How are you?
I'm doing great, actually.
So, so let me know and let our listeners know, how did you get started in the culinary industry, and who inspired you when you were little to become a chef?
So I grew up with my grandma, who basically raised me. My grandma was a awesome, awesome, awesome cook. We would spend Thanksgivings, Christmas in the kitchen cooking. Actually started out baking. My grandma used to actually sell baked goods from the house. My first job was always in the kitchen. I never had any other types of jobs but working in the kitchen. I actually fell in love with actually cooking with her every day, every morning.
So did she also work in the culinary field, or was she just an at home cook?
She was actually a hospital administrator, but she just cooked for the family. Our family have a huge family, and she will always do the cooking.
And that's good. That's a great base to learn on. Hands-on experience matters in a big way, because no matter if you go to school or not, you still have to have that hands-on experience. So you did still learn from somebody who had, a wealth of information. So moving forward, I know that you also have worked in other kitchens. Where else have you worked within the city?
I haven't worked in the city of Philadelphia. I lived in Atlanta for a couple of years, and I worked with a personal private chef by the name of Master Chef Cry, who was a Caribbean chef, and he taught me a lot.
So what's one of the key things that he taught you that you've kind of brought along with you in this new venue?
Making food with love, like everything you make, you have to make it with love. Like he always used to tell me, make it like you're sending it to your mom, or you're sending it out there to your grandma.
And I
So
mean,
I put love in every plate that I make.
and that's also very, very important. Now, I know that you've worked in the kitchen before, but you haven't held an executive chef position. So I know that one of the things that you're really excited about is that you are now the executive chef of the King of Prussia Tavern. And so, what are some of the things that you were looking forward to creating for this new location?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that again?
That what are some of the things as the newly dubbed executive chef of King of Prussia Tavern that you're excited about, that you're bringing into the tavern, that you're going to show that love to the customers that are going to be visiting the tavern and, enjoying some of the meals that you make?
A lot of comfort food, food that you will eat that will take you back home to make you feel like a child again.
So what are some of those, items that you feel that way about, and that you're going to hopefully, introduce to your new fans of your new menu?
So actually, one of the items on the menu, we have a coconut shrimp. It's called Daniel's coconut shrimp. So me and my friends, we like after school, all my friends will come over to my house, and it'd be like the game place. And my grandma will always make us these coconut shrimp. And this is actually her recipe for the coconut shrimp. So that's definitely one of the items. We have a stuffed flounder with crab meat, very comfort, very warm inside. That's one of the other items. Also, I grew up in South Carolina too. We have a North Carolina pulled pork sandwich, Southern slow 12-hour roasted pork. Just just screams Southern food for you.
I mean, if you don't love comfort food, no matter who you are, like, and if you've not ever tasted Southern food, it's definitely something that hits heavy, and it just brings joy to you, because you're just the first bite, you're like, oh, there's so much flavor and there's a lot of love with it. So, how did you come about creating this menu? What influenced you along the way outside of just your grandmother? Like, did you play around with some of the recipes? Did you have friends over that tasted it? Because this is a new position for you.
So it was basically me and the kitchen team here at the tavern. We all put our thoughts together, our heads together, and came up with the menu. We had choices for vegetarians with our black bean burger. We have over the size menu items for groups of friends who want to come in and watch a football game and enjoy a 3-pound cheesesteak. So it was me, the line cooks at the job, who came up with the menu. We put our thoughts together and came up with an awesome menu for everybody to enjoy.
Now, I know that you also are the restaurant itself is going to offer up different specials throughout the week because
Yes.
there are different, events that happen. So what are some of the events that people can look forward to?
So on 2 days out the week, we host a pool league. 2 other days out the week, we host a poker tournament. So we're going to come up with specials like a Taco Tuesday. We can make an awesome fish taco that we're going to put on the menu, start serving every Tuesday. We're talking about this yesterday, doing a prime rib special for Friday and Saturday.
And that's in addition to brunch, because I know that you also offer brunch as well on the weekends.
Yes, our brunch menu consists of a fresh berry parfait, which is pretty awesome. We have an over-the-size breakfast sandwich with 3 different types of meats in it that's served on a hoagie roll. We have a little comfort Southern with a chicken and waffle sandwich that we have on there. So
You're looking forward to some of that. Okay, I'm going to throw back to the shrimp because I saw some of the shrimp. It's not just like small shrimp. These coconut crusted shrimp are like huge. If you're holding it, I feel like the shrimp itself is going to be like bigger than your actual hand. Which for somebody like me, like I literally the other day was saying that I was craving coconut crusted shrimp. So like when I saw that on the menu and then I saw the picture of it, I was like, oh, I need to go there and try that. There's definitely some menu items that are enticing me because the pictures, you eat with your eyes first. And
right.
The pictures that I see online of your gallery of your menu, like they're not small portions. Like you said, it's a 3-pound cheesesteak. Like that's a lot. That's a lot to take in. Like that's something where, if you go there, you either have to go hungry, go with a container to bring it home. I mean, I'm sure you have to-go containers, but or like go with friends because that is not a small cheesesteak. And for Philadelphia, like I know that you used to cook in Georgia, but like Philadelphians, we are, crazy about our cheesesteaks, and Gene can attest to this too, who's on. We've done tours, multiple tours. We've voted on best of cheesesteaks, so maybe we could add you to one of the tours. So we'll swing by and try out your cheesesteak.
That'd be awesome.
But what are some of the other things that you're offering? Because I think that you also offer a cocktail menu that includes boozy milkshakes.
We do. I don't have that menu in front of me right now, but I have Bailey's milkshakes, different flavored Bailey's. The cocktail menu, I'm not really sure. I'm sorry about the cocktail menu. I'm sorry, I have a brain fart.
No, you're fine. It's like I know that you guys are going to be opening up. Actually, if you're tuning in today on the radio, they opened today on Tuesday, September 13th. And I know that you guys are also going to have a ribbon cutting coming up too. So do you know when that is?
The ribbon cutting will be September 21st.
And, with the ribbon cutting, are you guys going to be offering some specials or, are there any other events surrounding it out, like as far as food and, the menu is concerned?
The ribbon cutting specials, I think we will have on display our over-the-size menu items, which will include the 3-pound cheesesteak, the Sweetwater grilled cheese, which has a pound of cheese, and 3 slices of Texas toast. We also offer, we're going to have our triple cheeseburger, which is 3 half-pound burger patties with a half a pound of bacon on it. And we also going to offer our with the cluck chicken sandwich, which served on a hoagie roll with 3 boneless fried chicken breasts. And they will be what we will have on display for a ribbon cutting.
That's a lot. And just the portion sizes are like enormous. I'm hearing, you're having a pound of cheese. There's 3 pounds of meat. There's, like I can't. What was it? 3.
That's 3 half-pound patties.
Yeah, 3 half-pound patties. Like, I feel like if you go and order food there, you're gonna have to like bring like a respirator. So, out of all of the menu items, like, what is one of your favorites?
My favorite is definitely the North Carolina pulled pork for the handhelds for the sandwiches. We offer bourbon barbecue sauce with that, with a barbecue vinaigrette to top it off. Absolutely, we roast the pork overnight for 12 hours. It's just to die for. One of my favorite dinner items, I'm gonna go with the stuffed flounder with the crab meat. It's just to die for also.
And I think Gene was piping in with a question.
I was going to ask you the answer to how long the slow roasted pork for. Overnight, 12 hours slow sounds absolutely amazing.
Thank you. Yes. So we have our own in-house dry rub that we rub the pork butt with. Put it in the oven overnight, 250. Come back in the morning, and it pulls off like butter, melts like butter.
Anytime you do something like that and the meat's that tender, it's just, I don't know how you can sit here and listen and not want to like salivate a little bit and crave it. You guys are actually located in a great location because you're right in the King of Prussia like area. So your location is very accessible no matter where you're coming from, because there's some sort of highway or road that kind of brings you into the KOP area. So that's got to be exciting too, especially like given that you also are taking over a location that had notoriety, so you're just kind of incorporating and changing and turning it into a new, more exciting event space or venue.
Right.
So what other things can people expect when they visit?
Well, we have offer a game room down here at the tavern. We have 2 pool tables, a dart board, a paintball machine, a bubble hockey. We have 2 jukeboxes, one for the downstairs area, one for the upstairs area. We have a little private dining room downstairs that a group of 15 or more can rent out for a private buffet dinner or birthday party, retirement parties, graduation parties.
Now, would you cater to those parties and like curate a menu that would be specific to those events, like that somebody might go and say, hey, I'm having a birthday, can I celebrate, and can you do X, Y, and Z with your menu?
Yes, we actually had a class reunion about a week ago. We made just like we took our sliders from our menus and had like a slider tray. We had a nacho tray. So we'll be able to cater to whatever type of event that people would like. We just take items from off our menu and just make it a buffet style or a la the core if they would like to just order off the menu.
Which is perfect because obviously if you are going to want to host an event, you need to be able to be flexible with what you're going to offer.
All right.
I know for me, I'm a bourbon fan. I know Gene's a bourbon. Like, we love our browns. So, for me, like, I would always like lean towards also making sure that I had, a party specific cocktail. So that would be key for me. But I know that I also have a bunch of family members who like pool, and as you had mentioned, you have pool tables, and I know that you're working with, I believe, the the Association of Pool Players or something to that matter?
Yes, ma'am. They actually hold a pool league here. I think they play 2 nights a week, Monday and Thursday night, from teams from all over. I think our tavern actually has their own team also, who participates in the league. It's about 4 people of husbands, spouses of some of the servers, and some of the one of the regular bar attendees.
Which is a lot of fun. And I know you know that Jean's been a participant of the poker night, so I'm going to throw back to the poker night thing too, because that's not something you see in a lot of restaurants or, you know, taverns. So that I thought was very interesting. And while you're there playing poker or pool, you also, I believe, have a bunch of local breweries that have beers on tap. Is that correct?
Yes, we have a Workhorse, which is actually located right in King of Prussia, not too far from us.
And they're one of my favorite breweries too, because they offer a lot of beers on tap. When you go there, but their like beers and their microbreweries have so much flavor infused into it because they take a lot of love, as you take love with your cooking. But I know that one of the things that I also love about, you know, going out to eat is when you start infusing alcohol into some of the foods. So are you doing that with some of your foods as well?
Not at the, I mean, our bourbon barbecue sauce, we actually use our shrimp, our sauteed shrimp penne. We use a lemon and a Chardonnay sauce, a wine. We're actually I believe we're gonna start a relationship with Five Saints Distillery, and they have like this awesome orange vodka that we're gonna try to incorporate that into our sauce for our coconut shrimp, orange habanero.
Which is absolutely tantalizing and delicious. Now, for our listeners out there that want to taste for themselves what you have to offer, where can we find you online, and where can we find you in person? And what is your next event that, you know, you guys are hosting now that you guys are open?
So the KOP Tavern, you can find us on Facebook, KOP Tavern. Also on Instagram at the KOP Tavern. You can Google us for our website, koptavern.com. We're open from 11 to 12, Monday through Friday. Saturday and Sunday, we offer a brunch from 9 to 2 o'clock. We close at 12 o'clock on the weekend also. Our grand open is actually tomorrow. You guys can come out, check us out. Our next event, what's today? Today is Tuesday. I think we actually have a poker night tonight, actually.
That's fun. That's a lot of fun to look forward to. So, Chef Daniel, thank you so much for joining us on Food Farms and Chefs, and we will take a break